Welcome back to another episode of Gaming and Gaining. I'm your host, DeRosa, and in today's episode, I'm going to be discussing how to do a proper push-up. The reason why I'm talking about this is because over the years of training, I have come across a lot of common mistakes that people share. Maybe whenever they're doing a push-up, they're rolling their shoulders out too far. They're feeling it more in their shoulders and arms and not so much in their chest. I have a cue. I'm going to put a spin on things. I have a cue that hopefully it's going to help fix that problem. Before we get into the cue, I want to talk about proper hand placement. What I tell most of my clients whenever they're starting a push-up is that you want to be a little bit wider than shoulder width. And one of the things that you can do is if you put your hands out, you're making a T, you bring them forward, and then you pull your shoulders back. So this is the position that I want to be in. This cue is going to be called a hand release push-up. This is the type of push-up that hopefully lets you focus more on contracting the chest and not so much focusing on your shoulders and triceps. The purpose of this is when a lot of people go down, again, they tend to roll their shoulders and not really pull back their shoulder girdle. All right, they don't retract their scapula. So what this hand release push-up does is when you're down, for example, when you're down, you're going to release your hands from the ground here, and you're going to push up from the ground. Up, you're going to come back down, you're going to lift your hands off the ground. Again, the only reason we're doing that is to really retract your shoulders, get your shoulder girdle up, and then you're going to push up from the ground. Down, release your hands up, retracting your scapulas, and then pushing off the ground. Down, push up off the ground. Pulling your shoulder blades back will help not so much overload the anterior delts, and you can really focus on your chest. Another common mistake that I see is a lot of people, when they do push-ups, they say that they feel it in their lower back. You should not be feeling push-ups in your lower back. When they do a push-up, you're not keeping your stomach tight, and you're leading with your upper body. So it looks like this. We're going to fix this is I want you to actively tighten your stomach. All right, I want you to think about it. And when you're down in a push-up form, think about tightening your stomach. All right, so 3 cues. Hands off the ground, tighten your stomach, push off the ground. Hands up, retract your scapulas, tighten your stomach, push off the ground. Back down. Hands up, tight stomach, push off the ground. Hands up, tight stomach, push off the ground. For my last thing, if a push-up is too hard for you to do, a normal push-up, you can do a modified push-up, all right? You can start with your knees on the ground, follow those same principles though, all right? Hand release push-up, tighten your stomach, push off the ground, but this time you're gonna be starting on your knees and not in a plank position, all right? So it looks like this. So hands shoulder width, knees on the ground. I'm going to be coming down, hands up, push off the ground. Hands up, tight stomach, push from the ground. Push.